bit of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Go. Go. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Watch the safety creep. Drill green.
Throwing now is Lance.
Watch the run.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Raiders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 18. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. On second and 7, Carr. That's caught. It's Bryan Edwards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. Second down coming up. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
54, right there. 54, Mike. You're mine.
Now Carr.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the slant.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Shotgun now for Lance. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Check it out, Reed.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mitchell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. There, 33 yards.
We always talk about big play. This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This will be caught at Samuel. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Get in the weight room. Patch it.
They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Now left side on the swing pass. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm 29. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Cut, cut, cut. Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. right, D, let's turn. All right, D.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go, big side. Let's go, let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Check 50, check 50.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Here we go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Carr to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Swing that out wide to Jacobs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
You're not ready. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got done.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score.
We constantly talk about defenders having great own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. On 1st down, Lance. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Watch the ball. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Y'all not ready. Check. Check.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
You know what? Why don't you just start
And
over?
he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams, 83 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this off.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
93.
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike.
To throw his Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's get in there.
Mike, 54. Raider 2. 54. Man out.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it. For touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Here we go. 55 is mine, guys. 55.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw there complete to Sims. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down is Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had two nice interceptions a week ago. Now two here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawk.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50. And he lost the football. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And Carr's throw taken in by Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
180. 180, we're good. 185.
Carr now on first down. The open man here, Renfro. And he's got some space here.
Expect nothing less, baby. Expect
And
nothing
he
less.
will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Oh, and now they're going to... And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember, with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20.
You don't want nothing. Get
And
them.
he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
6.
Darren Waller, 92 yards. And the Raiders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Kill, 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 kill. No, no, no. Off, off, off.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Under 10, under 10.
Throwing now is Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 50, Mike 50. Ready?
The Lance going to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Got his target, Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Lance to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rocky Sin. The 20. 5, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, Just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now a play fake. Lance. This will be caught at Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Watch twist. Watch
Spike 60. Blaster 6.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Watch it divide. Yellow.
Switch.
Check 13. Check 13.
On play action, Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
55's my guy, 55. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Here's Lance. Well, same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Again, it's Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their... own 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
57.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go with Jacobs. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
45, white, slice blue.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, angling for a new contract.
And now here is another interception.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. There he goes right side. The 30, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it. But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Red, yellow.
55 is mine, guys. 55. Oh, here we go. Oh.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Come to my world.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
All day, baby.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 734.
Carr going to look to throw. He hits Adams, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on second down. Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to face a third down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receiver.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. It returns it right back to Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Check. 55.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
That's track.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, You just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.